Okay, so I wanted to show you guys why the calipers fail and the pistons get stuck on the E84, and particularly on the rear seems to be where most people have the issue. So the little dust boot that sits on here, this side is the back side that sits right down in here, so it's actually still intact and there's no tearing at, I get this, at this area. But on this edge, which you can often see running along here on your ones, you'll find that it seems to come apart from here, and you get water then getting into that area and then rust build up around the piston, and the smallest amount will make it seize, and it costs quite a lot to get an OEM caliper. If you get it direct from BMW, it's silly money, but the actual brand, it's in tiny writing. I think I put a post about it. What is it? Is it ATE? Yeah, ATE. So you can get direct from them for about 70 to 80 pounds. It's still quite a lot of money. So what I've done is I've actually removed everything, and when you're removing this, you need to get a pick tool, and it will be along here. And before you refit your new one, you need to make sure that this is really clear of rust, because it's quite hard to pop this new one on. And yeah, that's why they tend to fail. And you can see just how much rust has gotten around. This is a metal ring in here. It feels like lead. It's quite pliable. In terms of the actual refurb, I brushed off all of the rust and put it in ultrasonic cleaner, used rust converter or rust removal stuff, and then I covered it in Hydrate 80 built amber. It's good stuff. And then I've just put a bit of lanolin over the top, so waiting for that to dry. Polish the piston. Some people replace the pistons, but nah. And there's a seal that sits inside there as well. You take it out, make sure there's no rust around there. So yeah, I actually kept the original dust boots on this because they're still quite nice, and I like to keep things as OEM as possible. That's an original nipple. I'm going to use the old dust cover from the one that's on the car at the moment. The ones that I got in transit, they often get bashed and then break through the rubber, and that means it's no good. So yeah, that's how I did it. And if you want to get the piston out, I put a little screwdriver in here and bashed it with a hammer. It came out. It doesn't actually cause too much damage to the piston at all. It's pretty strong stuff. Here's my one from the other side, and you can tell, even though I've given this some love, I'm never going to use this one again. It's just more of an experiment, but look how much it's corroded. It almost looks smooth, and you wouldn't really know that that's BMW anymore. But again, just I've got the bits, so I did it. There you go.